So we've gone through cycles where we've not only formed these, but the business has been sold, and in some cases you sell the captive with the business. In other cases, because of circumstances, you simply spin it off and liquidate it.
Right, that's right. That's one thing. Let's see. I'm going to go just a couple more questions here as we finish up. Steve asked, how long of a process is it to get the captive up and running all the way to pay the 1.2 and pay the premium or whatever that is for the customer? It ultimately is going to be dependent upon how quickly the customer gets us the information. You haven't seen my photo here, but I unfortunately have no hair left because we have customers that come in at the end of the year, and they think it's a great idea on December 22nd or 23rd and want to get the captive up and running. Unfortunately, those days of working 24 hours are about behind me in Howard, but I think to do this reasonably, a customer needs to get on the ball, get the information to us engaged by Thanksgiving of every year at the very latest, and it would take probably about 2 weeks for us to put the application together once we get that information out to the regulators. And then the regulators generally will give you a December 31st date, even if the application is not reviewed and approved until maybe even early January. My preference, though, is not to push it till the very end of the year. I would say in the last couple of years there has been such a big influx of business that customers coming in at the tail end, in mid-December, the regulators are pushing back and not willing to give a December 31st license for the premium to be paid. So anyway, Steve, I hope I answered your question. I generally think a nice process is 2 to 3 months to get these captives formed, but it can be expedited. We have done these in a week or two in the past.
I would also add the comment, Brian, that if you're adding a complexity to the transaction by having estate planning and different ownerships and things like that, then don't wait till Thanksgiving. Start this process in August or September so you can methodically walk through and think through the different options that you have. I mean, I say that every year, and it doesn't seem to take hold, but it's such a luxury to be able to think through this process and to think through the complexity of estate planning or whatever. Now, Brian, you need to bring up my my bio because I want everybody to know I'm wearing a wig, and I don't have hair either. But anyway, anyway.
And let's see, we also have a couple more questions here. We'll keep going. We had Blake ask, I noticed there was no C-Corp tax rates on the pro forma in the 1 year captive pro forma. Wouldn't there be sizable taxable income if there were minimal expenses? Again, there's a section of the tax code here, Blake, called 831B. So this goes against, as Howard's told me time and time again in his former CPA life, this goes against all of the basics of accounting, that we're taking premium out of, we're getting expenses out of the business, we're writing that off, we're picking up that income in the captive, but we do not have to pay taxes on the underwriting profits inside of the captive insurance company because of Section 831B of the tax code. So I want to make sure you understand that distinction. The only taxes you do pay is on the investment income.
Yeah. Normally in a business transaction, if